We'll start today's practice in our Sukhasana, our easy seat. And let's take a nice, long, slow inhale in through the nose. Hold at the top. And exhale it all the way out the mouth. Go ahead and drop your chin to your chest. Letting all the muscles in the cervical spine relax in the back of the neck. Letting all the tension melt away. And let's roll just 45 degrees to the right. So your nose is still pointing down at your shoulder, and you're stretching out the rhomboids on the left side of your back. The muscles that attach your scapula to your spine, the place where we tend to hold a lot of tension. Just feel your left shoulder melting down to the ground. Stay with your breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Now we'll let the right ear just fall to the right shoulder. So your nose is going to turn upward. So now we're stretching out the trapezius muscle on the left side. It should be the muscle on the side of the neck. Feeling that left shoulder just sink down and relax. If you want, you can take your left hand and touch it to the ground, or bring it behind your back for a deeper stretch. And on the next inhale, roll your chin back to your chest, being mindful to keep your shoulders relaxed. This is great for anybody sitting at a desk all day, or anyone with neck tension, which is most of us. And we'll go ahead and take it to the other side. So roll your head about 45 degrees, let your nose continue to point downward. The focus will be on stretching out the shoulders, the rhomboids on the back of the right side. Letting your shoulders stay relaxed. Staying with your breath. And we'll go ahead and take the left shoulder to the left ear, rotating your nose a little bit upward and taking the stretch over to the trapezius on the right side. Feeling the right shoulder melt down. Go ahead and release your right hand to the ground if it's comfortable for you, or take it behind your back for a deeper stretch. And continue breathing. Our main focus here is just opening up the neck, getting out the tension from the day or before you start your day. And let's go ahead and come back to center. We'll interlace the fingers behind the back. On the inhale, press your chest forward, arch your back, maybe lift your gaze upward, opening the heart space. If it's not comfortable for you, you can grab a strap or opposite elbows. Not everybody's shoulder flexibility is the same. Go ahead and melt out of that. Unclasp your hands, bring them in front of you, and interlace your fingers again. Flip your palms to the sky, and on the inhale, press upward, arching your back, lifting the heart. And let's take a stretch over to the left. Being mindful, you can hold a strap here or grab a hold of your right wrist. Inhale back to center. And let's take it over to the other side, stretching to the right. Should feel a really good stretch on the left side of the body. Anchoring down through your left hip. Being mindful to keep your heart lifted and not round forward. Spine straight. And inhale back to center. Unclasp your hands. Bring them to the ground behind you and plant your feet, bending your knees. Let's cross the left ankle over the right knee. So you're in a figure four position and just sway your hips back and forth. Waking your hips up for the day. We're going to let the left foot come all the way down to the ground. So the right knee comes down. Sit up tall, and as you inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. And let's exhale, take the right elbow over across the left knee. Ardha Matsyendrasana for spinal twist. As you inhale, think about growing tall through the spine and the crown of the head. And as you exhale, just twist a little deeper into the twist. So with each inhale, we grow tall, and with each exhale, we deepen our twist. Take an inhale as you come back through center. Keep your legs where they're at in the figure 4. Plant your hands behind you. Take an inhale and press your hips to the sky for just a warm up figure 4 or reverse tabletop. Come back down to the ground. Uncross the feet and let's go to the other side. Right ankle crosses over the left knee. Take some hip sways back and forth. Opening up, waking up the hips, noticing any areas where you're tight. And then we'll take the right foot all the way over and plant it on the ground, keeping your legs crossed. Readjust yourself. Take an inhale and reach your left hand to the sky. As you exhale, your left elbow will come across the right knee for Ardha Matsyendrasana, your spinal twist. Keep your right hand planted behind you. And same thing on this side. With each inhale, we grow a little taller. Stretching tall through the spine. And as you exhale out the nose, just deepen your twist. Always good to take inventory in all of these moves, where you're feeling tightness, where you can breathe into it, where you can relax a little bit more. And as you take your next breath in, we'll go ahead and come out of it. Keep your legs crossed. Plant your hands behind you. And as you inhale, press your hips to the sky for just a warm-up reverse tabletop figure 4. Let your hips come down. Let's uncross, come out of it. Sit your hips on the ground and let's extend the right leg out towards the front of your mat. Pull the left leg in so your foot is resting against the inner thigh on your right leg. Moving into Janu Shirshasana. Take an inhale as you reach both hands to the sky and sit up nice and tall. Twist slightly to the right, and as you exhale, just fold over your right leg. Pulling yourself down for a stretch. You can grab a hold of your foot or your shin, anywhere that feels comfortable for you. If you want to make the stretch more intense, you can take an inhale as you straighten out your back, arch a little bit, lift your heart forward, and you can also fold down with a straight back. So whether your back is straight or rounded, you're still getting benefits of this stretch, just in a different way. So just choose what feels best for your body today. Let's walk it up. Let's stay where we're at and rotate onto our left knee, keeping the right leg out, reaching all the way over for a side body stretch. Right hand comes up and over. You can move into modified side plank here, lifting the right leg, or keep your right foot planted on the ground. Whatever's feeling best in your body today. Wherever you're at, plant the right foot back on the ground. Let's lift through the torso so you're coming up for gate pose. Let your right hand fall down your right leg gently and lift your left arm up and over for a side body stretch on the left. Feeling the intercostal muscles on the left side just separate. Feeling space through the ribs. Lifting through your left bicep. Reach your left hand up and over in front of you. Plant both hands on the ground and send your hips back. You can come back on your elbows, or maybe your arms are straight. Maybe your fingertips are on the ground. Whatever's feeling best should be a really good stretch on the inner thigh of your right leg. Inhale as you come forward. And let's sit back on the hips and switch sides. Left leg extends out. Bend your right leg and bring it just against your inner thigh on your left leg. Breathe in as you reach your hands up to the sky. Twist slightly to the left. And exhale as you fold over your left leg for Janu Shirshasana. Same thing, you can take this stretch in any variation. Maybe with a flat back, pressing your belly towards your knee, or maybe you're rounding the spine and bringing the forehead down close to the knee. You can grab a hold of your foot or hold a strap or your shin. It's your choice and it's whatever is feeling good for you today. Not every day we feel the same. Stretches hit differently on different days. Inhale as you walk your hands up. Turn to the right, plant your hands in front of you and rotate up on your right knee. Left leg is extended out. Reach up and over with the left hand for a full body side stretch. Rotating your heart upward. Take a modified side plank if it feels good, letting your left leg hover over the ground parallel, or keep your left leg planted on the ground. Let's come out of it. Plant your left foot. Let's reach the torso up. Let the left fingertips fall down the left leg as your right hand comes up and over for a side body stretch in gate pose. Be mindful not to collapse through the shoulders. Inhale as you come back to center. Take both hands to the ground, keeping your left leg extended. Press the hips back. Coming back onto the elbows, maybe straightening out the legs, or maybe just on your fingertips. Be mindful of your knees. Listen to your body and stay with your breath. Inhale as you come forward to come out of it. We'll move into our tabletop position. Hands and knees, shoulders over the wrist, hips over the ankles, creating a box, and we'll move into cat and cow. So inhale as you arch through the back. Exhale as you round the spine and let the crown drop down. Move at your own breath pace, inhaling and exhaling. Bitilasana to Marjaryasana. Opening up the spine, waking things up, creating mobility. Come back to neutral spine. Take your right arm and reach it underneath your left armpit. Nice and straight. Let the right shoulder drop to the ground and the right temple, and walk your left fingertips out in front of you for a twist. Really good for the neck and the upper back, stretching out the shoulders. Relax down into it, and let's breathe in through the nose as we press ourselves up to come for the other side. So plant the hands, take the left arm, thread it underneath the right armpit. Let the left temple come to the ground. Coming down on the left shoulder, walk the right fingertips out. You can take your bind by bringing your right hand behind you. Totally optional. If you know any variations, feel free to take them here. Whatever is feeling good in your body today. Every day is different. On your next inhale, bring the right hand back to your shoulder, palm to the mat, and press yourself back up to tabletop position. Keep the legs where they're at. Let's walk the hands slightly forward and just melt the heart down to the mat for puppy pose. Keeping the hips stacked over the knees, nice and tall. Thinking about pressing your armpits towards the mat. And just melting down with your breath. As you inhale, we'll shift the weight forward and come onto your belly on your elbows for Sphinx pose. Lift through the heart. Think about separating through the collarbones. Stacking your shoulders over your elbows. And we'll move through a little flow of both of these. So press your hips up and back. Melt your heart down to the mat. Full puppy pose. Lift the head, drop onto your belly and elbows into Sphinx. As you inhale, send your hips back up to puppy pose, straightening out the arms, dropping the head. And lift the head, shift the weight back forward onto your elbows for Sphinx pose. Anchor down through the hips. Stay with your breath. Pressing back up one last time. Letting your armpits melt to the mat. And then we'll shift the weight forward again into Sphinx. Relaxing the lower back. Walk your hands back towards your chest. Tuck your toes and press up to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Keep your legs spread nice and wide and just go ahead and pedal out your feet, walking back and forth, straightening one leg while bending the other. Maybe give your head a little shake back and forth to relax the neck. And let's take the right leg, bend at the knee, and cross the right ankle just above the left knee for a figure four downward dog. Settle into that. Go ahead and uncross the right leg and let's switch sides. Left ankle crosses over the right leg, just above the knee. Come back to downward facing dog and let's walk the feet all the way to the hands, standing nice and wide, pointing the toes outward just past your mat. We're going to take the fingertips to the ground and just drop the hips low into a warm up yogi squat malasana. You can stay up high if it's not comfortable for you to drop down low. As you inhale, let's press the hips back to the sky for a wide-legged fold. And we'll just do a couple of these to warm up the hips, dropping down to Malasana and back into wide-legged fold. One more time, dropping down into Yogi Squat, hips sinking low and pressing back up to your fold. You can walk the feet just a little bit closer, whatever's comfortable. And just grab a hold of opposite elbows for ragdoll. Letting gravity do the work. The crown of the head hangs low. Another opportunity to give your head a little shake to relax your neck. Staying with your slow rhythmic breathing, let's release the hands, bend the knees, and roll all the way up vertebrae by vertebrae to our Tadasana or mountain pose. And just take a moment here to ground down into the earth. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. Settling into the body, noticing where you're feeling any tension, where you may need to let go. Take an inhale as you reach both hands up to the sky for Uttita Tadasana, extended mountain pose, bringing your hands down to heart center and folding all the way into Uttanasana, forward fold. Take an inhale as you take a halfway lift, flattening out the back and looking forward, letting your hands come to your shins. And as you exhale, step your right leg back, followed by your left, press back to downward dog. Inhale as you shift forward into plank pose or tabletop and lower all the way down to your belly in chaturanga. Take an inhale as you press up to upward facing dog and exhale, tuck your toes and send the hips up to the sky for downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes forward, followed by the left, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, bend the knees, rise all the way up, reach the arms to the sky. Bring the palms together, hands down through heart center to Tadasana. Inhale, open up, lift the hands. Exhale, hands through center and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out the back. Exhale, hands come to the ground, left leg steps back, followed by the right, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward as you shift into plank pose, Phalakasana. Drop your knees to tabletop if it's easier and lower down to your belly. Next, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg steps forward, followed by the right halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, bend the knees, rise up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, let's open the hands wide and lift them all the way up to the sky for Uttita Tadasana. Bring them down through heart center, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. You can step or hop back to your push-up or tabletop and lower down to your belly. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift through the chest. Exhale, send it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, walk or hop to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, rise up, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart, Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands on the ground. Walk or hop back to your plank or tabletop. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay here, and as you inhale, bend both knees and sink your hips back into bear pose. Exhale, go back to down dog, bring your right knee to your nose. Inhale, squat through both legs, hips come down. Exhale, left knee comes to the nose. Inhale, plant the left foot, squat your hips down. Exhale, right knee to nose. Last one, inhale, squat low. Exhale, bend the left knee, bring it forward, and then extend it up to three-legged dog. Leg comes straight. Then we'll bend at the knee for scorpion tail. Hold for just a moment, stacking one hip on top of the other. Then as you take your next inhale, we'll bring the left knee forward and across the body into fallen angle. Extending the left leg out underneath the right, and lift the right hand up, pressing the hips to the sky, opening up the chest. Bring the right hand back to the mat. Untwist your legs and extend the left leg back up to three-legged dog. Let's bend the left knee, step forward, turn the right foot out, and rise up to Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Extend the fingertips to the sky. Make sure your shoulders are squared to the front of the mat. Your left knee is stacked over your left ankle. Take both hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. As you take your next inhale, press the chest out, lift the hands, and exhale, fold down to Bhakti Virabhadrasana, letting the crown of the head come to the inside of the left leg. We're going to keep our head where it's at, and we'll unclasp our hands while we're hanging low, bringing our hands to the mat. Step the right foot back and drop the right knee, coming into low lunge. Work yourself up so you're coming up tall in your low lunge, extending the hands up. And stay here, or let's take it into a twist by bringing your hands to prayer position at the chest and taking the right elbow across the left knee for your twist. Stay here for a breath or two, keeping your gaze over your left shoulder, using your right elbow to brace against your left knee for leverage and pressing your thumbs into your sternum. As you take your next inhale, go ahead and untwist. Bring your hands to the ground to frame your foot. Let's straighten out the left leg and send the hips back for Ardha Madrasana, half split. Nice hamstring stretch on the left side. Inhale, bend back into the left leg for low lunge. Exhale, rock it back to half split. Inhale, let's rock forward again, coming onto the fingertips. Exhale, hips come back, left leg straightens. Inhale, send it forward. Exhale, rock back. Waking up our legs. Let's inhale and send it forward one last time. Plant the palm of the right hand. Come up onto the ball of the right foot. We'll be moving into side plank, so come onto the side of the right foot, stack the left foot on top, or scissor your feet one in front of the other for more stability. You can also stay on your right knee for modified side plank. And hold Vashisthasana for just a breath or two. Hips stay pushing high, keeping your ribs rainbow arced. And when you've had enough, or on your next inhale, we'll come back to high plank or tabletop. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's go to the other side. Take an inhale and bend both knees. Sink your hips low into bear pose. Exhale, come up on the toes. Bring your left knee to your nose. Inhale, squat down low. Exhale, right knee comes to your nose. Inhale, squat down. Left knee to your nose. Last one. Inhale, send the hips down. Exhale, right knee comes in and then extends up behind you for three-legged dog. You can bend your right knee for scorpion tail, stacking one hip on top of the other, opening them up. Take a breath. And then let's bring the right knee bent through underneath the left, step out for fallen angle. Press the hips to the sky. If any of these are ever too hard, you can always modify by coming onto your knee. Reach the left arm open overhead and spin forward, tuck the right leg back under, send it up to three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, step forward, Spiral the left foot out, rise up to Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Hands extended, reach to the sky, squaring the shoulders to the front, right knee over right ankle, grounding down. Let both hands come behind the back. If you're interlacing your fingers again, just do it the opposite way, so the opposite pinkies on the bottom. Take an inhale as you press your chest forward. This is ever hard on the shoulders. You can always grab a strap or grab elbows. Exhale, drop down to humble warrior. Crown of the head comes to the inside of the right leg. Keeping your fist overhead. Let's keep the head where it's at as we unclasp our hands, bring them to the ground, and move into low lunge. Left knee drops to the mat. Come up on your fingertips as you climb up high and extend your hands up to the sky. Option to stay in your low lunge, or if you want to take a twist, you can bring your hands down to heart center. Take your left elbow across to your right knee, hooking it over the side, pressing your thumbs center in your sternum, and the gaze comes over the right shoulder. Letting your breath lead the way, just sinking into this moment. And the next time you're ready for an inhale, we'll go ahead and untwist. We'll bring the hands to the ground and send the hips back, straightening out the right leg for Ardha Hanumanasana half split. Going through some dynamic rocking half splits. We'll inhale as we bend into the right leg for low lunge, up on our fingertips, and we'll exhale as we straighten out and fold. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, send the hips back, straighten out the right leg. Another one, inhale forward. Exhale back, keeping in mind you can always have a micro bend in your knee or a big bend. They don't always have to be straight. Inhale, sink forward into low lunge. Let's plant the palm of the left hand on the ground. Roll onto the side of your left foot for side plank, stacking the right foot on top. Or take a scissor motion for more stability, stepping the right leg in front of the left. Or stay on your knee for a modified side plank. When you've had enough of side plank, we'll meet back in our Phalakasana or plank or tabletop and lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog, hips to the sky. This is a good moment just to take a little break, maybe a wide-legged child's pose, opening the knees and bringing the big toes to touch, sending the hips back. Maybe do a cleansing breath here. We'll meet back in downward dog. Inhale, we'll send the left leg to the sky for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the left knee. Let's step the left foot forward. Come up onto the ball of the right foot and plant the right palm, extending the left arm to the sky for an easy twist or dragonfly twist. With each inhale, think about opening your chest a little farther. And exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Let's stabilize on the fingertips and onto the ball of the right foot. As we root down to be ready for Thunderbolt, we'll extend the arms behind us with the crown of the head extending forward. As we exhale, we'll stand up to high lunge, Anjaneyasana, or crescent pose. From here, we'll find our stability. Bring the hands to prayer position and take a twist. So right elbow comes across the left knee. Rooting down through your right foot. Anytime you're off balance, just touch the ground or readjust. Every day is different, as you'll see in my video. Take an inhale as we rise back up to crescents. When you're ready on an exhale, shift the weight into the left foot and the right leg will extend behind for warrior 3. As always, find a good spot to gaze on the ground in front of you, being mindful that your drishti is always helpful. And we'll stand up to one-legged Tadasana. So as you rise up, bring the right knee up option to take your left hand and grab a hold of your right knee or the outside of your right foot. You can extend the right leg or keep it bent and open up the right arm. So any of these twists are useful. If you want to just stand in one-legged Tadasana, you can, or just take a twist holding on to your knee. Balance varies from day to day, so just go with how your body feels today. And you can play with these balance postures for a while. You can come out of them and then go back into them, maybe finding a new stance or a new focal point. Whenever you've had enough, you can roll your ankle out and just come back to standing and shake your legs out. And when you're ready, you'll take an inhale and step the right foot back, opening up to the side of your mat for a wide-legged stance with both toes facing forward. Grab your hips with both hands and lower down with a flat back to halfway. And as you exhale, you'll just walk yourself down so the crown of the head hangs low for a wide-legged fold. Let's walk both hands over to the left foot, grabbing onto your leg or your ankle, just pulling yourself closer. And let's walk it over to the right. Breathing through the stretch, letting your breath guide you. Noticing where you're feeling tense, relaxing into spaces when you can, and walk it back to center. Let's take the hands back to the hips, lift through the chest, flatten out your back, and rise all the way up using your core. Let's turn the left toes to the front of the mat. Keep the right foot where it's at. We're going to move into reverse triangle. So the right hand is going to drift down the right leg. The left palm is going to extend out in front of you with the palm facing the sky, and you'll reach back for your reverse triangle. In through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale, let your left fingertips lead you. Flip the left palm down. Shift the shoulders forward. Hips come back for triangle trikonasana pose. Left hand drifts down the leg. Maybe it touches the ground. Maybe it rests on your leg or you have a block. Right arm extends up to the sky. It doesn't matter how low you are, just that your chest is opening up. So your torso is completely sideways, like you're between two panes of glass. Inhale, use your core. Shift your weight into your left knee as you bend it, and let's step back to plank or tabletop, lower down through chaturanga, up dog, finishing out the vinyasa, pressing the hips to the sky for down dog. Let's move to the other side. Inhale, right leg reaches up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the right knee. Step it to the mat. Let's plant the left palm and reach the right arm up for dragonfly twist or easy twist. Think about really opening up through your chest. Inhale as you bring your right hand to the mat. Let's stabilize through the feet. Get ready for thunderbolts. Reaching both hands back as the crown of the head comes forward. When you're ready, take an inhale through the nose as you rise up to crescent pose. You can stay here, just work on your stability, or bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, heart center for a twist. Taking your left elbow across the right knee. Thumbs come to the center of your chest. Stabilizing in any way you need to. And keeping the breath even. Inhale, rise back up to high lunge. Exhale, shift into warrior three. Weight comes into the right leg, left leg extends behind. If you need to adjust your hands, you can. You can bring them to prayer, maybe in a T for balance. And we'll rise up to one-legged Tadasana. Left knee comes to the chest. Any variation of a twist here, we'll take the right hand across to the right knee and open up the left hand. Or you can grab the outside of the right foot and extend the leg. You can play with the two, see what feels good in your body, and just challenge your balance for the day. When you're done, just come out of it. You can shake your legs out if you need to. Let's step the left foot back for a wide-legged fold. Both toes facing forward, so the sides of your feet are parallel to the mat, and we'll hinge forward at the hips and lower all the way down for a center wide-legged fold. You can stay here, maybe walk your hands back, maybe grab a hold of your ankles. It's a great place if you have an inversion in your practice, just to maybe move into headstand. Maybe you just want to enjoy the gravity of the wide-legged fold. And wherever you're at, just take another breath in or come down from your inversion. We'll bring the hands back to the hips and rise up to standing. Taking the right foot and turning the toes to the front of the mat. Moving into reverse triangle. Letting your left hand drift down the hamstring of your left leg. Right palm flips to the sky and reach back and over. Should be a beautiful stretch on the right side of the body. Inhale, right hand leads into triangle, Trikonasana. Shift the shoulders forward, hips back. Let the right hand drift down the right leg, left arm reaches to the sky. Let's lead with our left fingertips as we come out of it. Letting them turn to the front of the mat. Framing your right foot, bending into your knee, and let's take a vinyasa, stepping back to plank, lowering through chaturanga, upward facing dog, pressing the hips high and back, down dog. From down dog, just walk your hands back to your feet, and let's step the feet wide with the toes pointing out past the edges of your mat. And as we inhale, we'll lower the hips down for Malasana, yogi squat. If it's more comfortable to be elevated, you can be on a block or stay up high. And if not, just sink your hips low. Bring your hands to prayer position and Anjali Mudra at heart center. And use your elbows to press the knees out. Letting your breath guide you. Really melting into your hips. Opening them up. Staying with your breath through this pose and relaxing. Sitting up and lifting through heart center. Optional Kakasana crow pose. Place your hands just out in front of you on the mat and come onto your tippy toes. Placing the knees on your triceps just below your armpits, above your elbows. And you can practice lifting one toe off and then the other. Or find your balance in crow pose. If it's not comfortable for you or you're having any kind of injury, feel free to take a child's pose. Dealer's choice always in yoga, whatever's feeling best for your body today. As you come out of crows, let's just take a wide-legged child's pose. Melting the forehead down to the mat. Maybe taking a cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth here. Finding restful moments. Walk your hands back and come onto your knees, just sitting on your heels. We'll take the knees together and just bring your hands to your thighs. Press your hips forward as you sit up tall to prepare for Ustrasana, camel pose. To take a mild version of this, place both hands on the lower back with the fingers facing down. And as you inhale, press your hips forward and let your heart just open to the sky, tilting the head back. Stay here with your breath, or you can reach back for your heels if it's comfortable for you. Being always mindful not to strain the lower back or move into something that is a little too much for your muscles. We want to take it to the edge, but not super far past it. So it's always important to listen to your body. Other options for camel are half camel by placing one hand on the lower back and reaching one hand up. To come out, we'll just place one hand at a time on the lower back and bring the shoulders up, sitting back on your heels. Bring your hands onto your quadriceps as you sit on your heels for hero pose for a moment. Let's take a cleansing breath here, in through the nose and hold at the top. And exhale it all out the mouth. Growing tall through your spine. Maybe closing your eyes. Settling into the moment. As you come out of hero pose, just sit back on your hips and swing your legs out in front of you. We'll take some final hip stretching. So we'll move into Gomukhasana. Take your right knee and bend it into the center, and we'll stack the left knee on top of the right, or as close as it goes. As you settle into this, maybe bring your toes forward so your feet are pointing just out. And you can take your peace fingers and grab a hold of your big toes. Take an inhale as you sit up tall. And as you exhale, just pitch forward at the hips and fold over your knees. Maybe it's a slight bend. Or if you want to round the spine, you can just walk your hands out and make it more of a forward fold. Just letting gravity do its work and bending over your legs. Should be a nice hip stretch on the left side. One thing to be mindful of is thinking about anchoring down through your left hip, so both sits bones are on the mat. And just let your breath help you melt into this posture and relax. Really great pose for stretching out the hips and opening everything up. Stay here for one more breath. And we'll walk the hands up. And we'll move into the other side. Uncross the legs. Let's take the left knee and bend it into the center of the mat. Cross the right leg over, being mindful to think about stacking a knee on top of knee. Walk your toes forward so they're pointing out. And dealer's choice, you can grab a hold of your toes. Take an inhale as you lift through the crown. As you exhale, take your fold. Or take your option of walking your hands forward and melting down. Thinking this as more of a rest pose, so hovering here for a little bit. Letting your breath be your anchor, your guide. And think about pinning your right hip to the mat. As you slowly come out, just uncross your legs. Maybe shake them out for a bit and bring them together, pointing to the front of your mat. We'll bend at the knees, flatten your feet. Place your hands behind you with fingers facing forward or out if it's more comfortable. We'll move into figure 4 tabletop position. So take your right ankle and cross it over your left knee. And as you inhale, you'll press your hips to the sky for a tabletop. If the figure 4 is too much on your knees, you can take a regular tabletop position. In reverse tabletop, you can keep your cervical spine straight, or you can let your head drift back if it's comfortable for you. We'll bring the hips down as we switch sides. Before we switch sides, we'll take a little windshield wiper action with the knees, so just letting them go back and forth, bringing the blood flow back. And then let's take the left ankle and cross it over the right knee. Inhale as you press your hips up, creating a box with the lower portion of your body. Holding for a moment. And bringing your hips down, uncross your legs, and take some windshield wiper. Starting to come to our still part of our practice, but we'll do a little bit of core before. So let's take Navasana, lifting the ankles, keeping the shins parallel to the ground. You can extend your hands or hold your hamstrings. You can also straighten your legs. And we'll lower ourselves down so we're hovering over the ground. So keep your shoulders hovering and your ankles hovering. If this is too intense on your lower back, bend your knees and just hold for as long as you can until finally lowering yourself to the mat. Let's move into a little bit of core. Bend your knees. Let's bring your knees up so your ankles are up. You can have your legs totally bent, or you can keep them straight for more of a challenge. And extend your arms. And we're going to extend opposite arm and leg straight out and back. So extend your right arm back while your left leg extends out. Bring them back to meet. And then extend your left hand back while your right leg extends. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. So we'll just go opposite, one and then the other, at your own pace. Keeping your core engaged. Think about keeping your lower back flat to the ground if you can. Straight legs for more of a challenge. Bent legs to protect your lower back for a little bit easier. And if this is too challenging to do both arms and legs, you can alternate or do one or the other. All of it is working your core. All is useful. All bodies are different. Move back and forth. And as we come to the end, let's just bring our knees into our chest for a nice hug. Let's take the right leg and cross it over the left. So your knees are going to be bent and you're crossing knee over knee. Open your hands into a T and just let both knees gradually fall over to the left. Maybe let your eyes turn over your right shoulder so you're gazing over your right for your spinal twist. Letting your breath slow down. Just melting into the earth, thanking your body for the practice. Lots of movement, lots of strengthening, lots of opening today. And you showed up for all of it. On your next breath in, we'll go ahead and come back through center. So bring both knees up to the center of the mat. And we'll switch sides. Take the left knee, cross it over the right. Both knees stay bent. And go ahead and let both knees drop over to the right side of the body. Keeping your hands open in a T, turn your gaze over your left shoulder. Maybe beginning to just close your eyes and enjoy this pose. Should feel really good on the lower back. And you can hold these poses longer if it feels good in the day, because our next pose will be our final resting pose, Shavasana. Let your knees come back to center. Let's just uncross at the knees, bring them into your chest. So hug yourself. Forehead comes to the knees and squeeze every muscle in the body as tight as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze as you take an inhale. And as you exhale, just let it all fall open. Let the legs come out straight on your mat. Let your ankles fall to the side, palms facing the sky for your Shavasana. As always, hold this as long as you like, and thank you for practicing with me today.